Alrighty, let's do it once again. Routine, baby. Back with proper NRL. G'day, legends. TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another NRL live stream reaction. This time, nothing special about it. It ain't Vegas. It ain't preseason. It ain't some sort of prediction video. It is proper round one Australian rugby league here. And we have the Sydney Roosters taking on the Brisbane Broncos here. And based on preseason form, a lot of people, I reckon, I haven't checked the poll yet, will probably be going with the Brizzy Broncos in this one. Yeah, no shock about that now that I take a look at it there. Hope you're all having an absolutely legendary night, day, afternoon, wherever you are across the world. And as we get ready for this pretty exciting time, right? We've actually got the proper rugby league back. It's no special events or anything. It's just downright simplicity with the proper season ahead. You know, the main part of why we love this game. Look, we love all that fun extra stuff that adds to it. But this is what the game is all about, truly, and built on. All right? Also, pretty exciting. Obviously, we won't be just streaming this game. We'll also be streaming the two games tomorrow as well, legends. We won't be able to do Saturday, though, and we won't be able to do Sunday because Sunday I'm vlogging Storm Para because I'm a traveling Eels fan. I go all across to support my mighty Parramatta Eels. I say mighty as an Eels fan, but I know that you're all chuckling at me behind that screen of yours, and I say laugh away, baby, laugh away. And I won't be doing it Saturday because I've got to travel. Actually, watching right now on the TV, it looks like it's absolutely pouring at Allianz Stadium. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I didn't go to this one for fun and just watched at home. Shout out to my boy Haynes, who somehow got himself a ticket. We will get a not join tomorrow. We'll get a blackout. That's a shame, man. All good, bro. Hopefully you do okay during the blackout. Liam says Tyler Mitchell-Moses is out for 6 weeks. Yes, he is, man. I'm heartbroken about it. However, this is the first year in a while where I don't think it's the end of us for our season without Mitchell-Moses. Ronald Volkman's doing pretty good. I spoke to Matto about that during the launch, actually. The club is pretty confident in Volkman being able to do all right for the Parramatta Eels as the backup. Also, remember to keep in mind, guys, that this is one of the best years in a long time when it comes to depth, okay? Like, yes, I do believe that it is extremely like a 99.9, 1 in a million % chance that Storm should win. However, that doesn't mean I'm not going to back my side. Liam Pritchard says Broncos by 4. First try scorer, Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt on the return, mate. He's just got to make sure he doesn't drop them balls. Don't drop your balls, Ben. Krishan says, hi, Liam. Hello, Liam. We all say hello to Liam. We love Liam on this channel. Liam says, Dolphins are playing the Rabbitohs at CommBank Stadium tomorrow night. Yes, they are. They're playing in a better stadium, the best stadium in rugby league. Fight with me on that. Fight with me on that. Sam Walker, that's a big injury blow. Oh, that's a huge injury blow. I believe they also have Spencer Leniu out. I also heard that one of their younger players is also down with a mysterious illness. Yeah, they've got a few players out. We'll get into detail on that in just a bit. Neil Clarkson says, hi, Legion. Hello, Neil Clarkson. Welcome to the channel, mate. I am a Broncos supporter since 1988. Dang, mate. Dang, you're going on then, aren't you? That's a few decades. Good on you. Many ups and downs, Broncos to win today. I love it. Backing your team for over a few decades. You love to see it. I hope to be a fan like you one day when I'm old enough. Eels Production Edit says, yo, TJC. Yo, Eels Production Edits. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. We're getting the Cyclone tomorrow. That's fine, man. That's fine, okay? I pray and wish well for you during the Cyclone, Alfred. Leo Francis Roy says, g'day, TJC. Have the Broncos winning by 13 plus. How about you? You know what? I'm going to make a bold call here and say Broncos 1-12. Okay? Sorry, Ainsey. But I will say that the Roosters should get smashed based on preseason. However, it doesn't always end up how it should, right? Harvey Elliott says Bulldog season. Come on, the Broncos says Bronco X adding. We actually got quite a few Broncos supporters in the chat. It's actually very interesting to see here. Doesn't kind of represents the poll pretty well, doesn't it? Krishan says up the Roosters. We're getting the Cyclone tomorrow. That's why we're getting blackout. Yeah. Best wishes to everyone who's having to go through that awful stuff. Pray for your safety. No, it's a sup legend. Sup, bro. What's what with you? I'm doing pretty good myself. Bring on the season of not having to spend so much time with my wifey again. Yes, mate, your real marriage commitments are coming in with rugby league, mate. SS Storm fan says Broncos 13 plus first try scorer the ref. I'm going to keep on tipping the ref. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Super Rooster says what is up? Well, you'll be hoping the Roosters are what's up, bro. Daniel Tupou is to score for my Supercoach team. Your Supercoach team's got Daniel Tupou in it, mate. That in itself is a bold choice. Off-season sucks balls. I mean, compared to the actual season, 100%, mate. Come on, Roosters, my best friends team. Come on. Your best friends team. Your name is literally Super Rooster. You can't tell me you don't have a soft spot for the Roosters with a name like that, bro. I know where they're playing. Yes, it is because of the Cyclone SS Storm fan. In fact, we'll probably discuss a lot about that tomorrow when they do play there. NRL Benny says, yo, mate. Broncos X Editing says 42-12, he reckons. 42-12, mate? Actually, you've reminded me here. I usually highlight, for memory to go back on these potentially as a topic later, the predictions that you guys drop me. We've been given about 3, I believe, here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 that I'm just going to put in my little thing to mention potentially at halftime, depending on how the game's going. So you just see my ankle is a little twisted and it hurts. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I hope that your ankle heals nice and well and you're fitter than ever, mate. Fit as a fiddle for the upcoming year ahead in the near future. Good to see the chat coming in and welcoming each other. Oh, my God. How massive is this game? There's literally fireworks. There is literally fireworks setting away off at the stadium. The green, the red, the blue. It is everything. The smoke, it will not clear. God damn it, Moses is in my fantasy. Oh, I'm so sorry to dang it, man, right? Mitchell Moses out. Oh, no. I'm just happy the Cyclone is letting me watch the Broncos tonight. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Can you call my Uncle Dylan Brown an egg because he might be going to the Newcastle Knights? I won't call him, mate. Don't worry. Nothing's ever guaranteed, but I'm pretty confident in how Paris talking to Dillbags right now, in my personal opinion from what I've heard and seen. Not that I can say everything. I got heaps from the Roosters, and I got Zach Lomax in my Supercoach team as well. Did you now? Good on you, Krishan. I've been thinking, right? I don't know what you guys, but I'm thinking the boldest thing I can do is captain one of my power players against the Storm. Give you all a head start here, backing my side. Have to trade him out after round 1. Yes, you should trade him out, man. 6 weeks out, that's no good for a fantasy team, bro. No good for a fantasy team. Loving all the comments that we're getting dropped into this chat, guys. It's always good when you guys get involved. It always adds up to the quality of the thing overall here. I feel like I haven't breathed to the last minute. Speaking of which, let's get on with the lineups. 5 minutes till it's popping off here with this game. For the Sydney Roosters, at fullback, we have their captain James Tedesco with Daniel Tupou, their all-time try scorer, with Dom Young on the wings. Robert Toa and Mark Nwanoaze, or Marky Mark, as we're just going to call him on this stream, in the centres. With Sandon Smith and Chad Townsend in the halves. Lindsay Collins and Nafua White are your props today, with Connor Watson at 9. I've actually got Watson and Robert Toa in my Supercoach, so I'll actually be hoping the Roosters do well, even though I tipped the Broncos to win. And in the second rowers, Angus Crichton and Victor Radley. Wong goes to lock after I believe one of their players was ruled out here for the Roosters. As for the interchange, it is Zach Docker-Clay, Blake Steep, Celesi Fiketti, and Taylor Losalu. They really are on a rebuild, aren't they? You wouldn't have caught that many unknown names on their bench. They certainly are rebuilding, the Sydney Roosters, looking at their team. And 18th man is Hugo Savala. As for the visiting team, the Brisbane Broncos, the Bras, as we sometimes say, we have Reece Walsh at fullback here. Reece Walsh actually said something interesting I read about on the Clarkie's Rugby League column. Great news guy here about the fact that he's welcoming the Roosters targeting him tonight and is openly up to it. If people want to target me, that's fine. It's going to be good for us because then the boys around me can optimize that, as he says. Reece Walsh prepared for anything today. Jesse Arthurs and Selwyn Cobbo are on your wings with Dean Mariner and Gahamat Shabaski there in the centres. Ben Hunt, don't drop it, mate, and Adam Reynolds in the halves. Captain Adam Reynolds. Props, Patrick Carrigan and Payne Haas, and number 9 is Corey Pakes. As for the second rows, it is Jack Guzweski and Jordan Ricky. Kobe Heverington is our lock. Billy Walters, Corey Jensen, Xavier Willison, and Brendan Piacora are our interchange. 18th man for them is Tyson Smoothy. Fun fact, Tyson Smoothy is one of the rumoured players with Jaden Brayley that the Cowboys could be potentially targeting for their side for 2026 there. Personally, if I'm going with either, I'm going with Brayley with how much quality they have. I wouldn't go with Smoothy to replace a player like Reece Robson, but that's the Cowboys' decision, isn't it? Not mine. Mel drops into the chat. Oh my God, Mel, the utter legend, Mel, can you believe it, folks? It's Mel back in the chat. How you doing, Mel? Welcome to the stream. Legend, I traded Mitchell Moses because he's injured. Good for you. Nard says, bro, is the Hunt curse going to follow him back to Brisbane? 2 hands, eyes on the ball, bro. Eyes on the ball, bro. Eyes on the ball. We'll find out today if it follows him. Did you see the glorious Becker save Liverpool today? Yes, I did see it, man. Oh, he's just ridiculous. Evening, all evening, Mel. So good to have you here. Broncos X-Editing says, first try scorer, Jesse Arthurs. Didn't Jesse Arthurs play for the... Jesse Arthurs played for I think he was at Wales at one point. Anyways, best try scorer, Jesse Arthurs. There's a prediction we're going to pop up too in case it happens. If it happens, mate, I'm going straight for you, Bronco X-Editing. Am I slow? Because when did Tanner Boyd join Warriors? Oh, look, man, if you're not fully up to date going all over the place with signings, I don't blame you for missing it. It isn't exactly an A-class AAA signing. But yes, Tanner Boyd did join the Warriors, mate, left the Titans. There's actually a lot of talk about a lot of players going around to different things. Also, expect some updates about tomorrow's game, the Dolphins, because we definitely are going to have a few more dropped out. We're about to kick off in Australia. Yes, we are, mate. We're about to kick off very, very soon. Am I slow? Yep. I already read that. I am literally excited because I am going to watch Rocco Berry this week. Yes, are you? Dang, that's awesome, man. G'day, boys. G'day, Bunnies guy. Welcome to the stream, mate. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new, guys. Hello there. How are you today? I'm great, George. How are you, George? Really appreciate that comment, mate. Hello, Mr. Clincher. Looking as handsome as ever, mate. I will always look spectacular. I could have a Santa beard and I'll look spectacular. But Bunnies guy says Benny Hunt's first game in Broncos colours since 2016. Yep, massive moment for him. Can he leave his mark? We're actually just about to kick off here, legends. If you're enjoying, make sure to show your support in the chat and enjoy, most importantly, the stream. Imagine if Hunt drops it off kickoff. Oh, well, mate, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers, mate. I don't lose either way. If he knocks it on, that is content gold. But if he doesn't knock it on, we can celebrate the fact that he's learnt from his mistakes, mate. Up the Roosters, says Jason Reeder. Yeah, you've been looking forward to this game, Jason, haven't you? You've been all over your support for it. Jason Reeder says Roosters at 1-12. Hey, mate, nothing like a good old shooky fun, right? The Roosters to win this one in an upset, it would be. Because that's what it would be. It would be a upset. It would 100% be an upset. Sorry, I lost my words for a second there, legends. I've been going on no stop here, but it'd be a good upset, man. No, because Ben Hunt in that jersey is so much nostalgia from 2015. I know, right? I'm feeling it all about here. Anyways, legends, you know what else I'm feeling? The game kicking off here. The Brisbane Broncos kick it to the Sydney Roosters here. Lindsay Collins to run into the line here. Lindsay Collins are bashing forward. Collins said, is that a drop? Is that a knock on immediately? Oh my God, someone knocked it on off kickoff. It wasn't Ben Hunt. It was Lindsay Collins doing a Ben Hunt impression. The Brisbane Broncos with a 10 out of 10 start right from kickoff. The Chook Pen and the Roosters silenced. Bro, my TV is tweaking out, mate. I think the reason it's tweaking out is not because of your TV's quality. It's because of how ridiculous that play was. Lindsay Collins, off of the start, has lost the ball. The ref is Gerard Sutton. Oh, yes. Okay, then. The ref is Gerard Sutton. What the heck happened? He just slipped it out, man. It has been wet weather in his defense, though. That probably played a factor in it. Still not good enough. That's what I'm saying, mate. It wasn't Hunt. That's what's hilarious. He's done a Ben Hunt impression. Roosters at it. My stepdad is late because he left the Dragons. Did he, mate? Cool. Pray for you, Jason. We're all praying for you, Jason. Can't tip against the Supercoach buddies all day. Mate, that's a motto I'd love to live by here. On the 10-meter line, the Broncos just pushing on forward here. Held out on the 10. Reynolds goes over to the left here. Has anybody else not got a tackle counter on their screen? That's a great start, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Finally, the tackle counter's there. Third tackle. Patrick Carrigan carries again over to Reece Walsh here. He welcomes the Roosters to target him here. Will he be able to eat his own words? Then over to the 20. Reynolds. Around they go. Heverington squeezes through to the ground here. A good spin there, and our boys tackle him down. Radley. Reynolds to the right. Walsh. And almost, bro. They couldn't quite squeeze it by here. And the Broncos are now on fifth tackle here. No, it's going to be actually final tackle. Roosters ball now here. Sydney Roosters now. Daniel Tupou. What a star he has been. Gets to the 10. Passes to Marky Mark then. And Marky Mark will just get himself a few steps forward before flopping on the ground. Then over to the right, and it's Dom Young here. Dom Young from the Newcastle Knights. Newcastle looked all right in the preseason and even smashed the Roosters in the final preseason game. Roosters are just Roosters is getting the wooden spoon as well for that. William Hunt says in Bronx jersey again, one can only hope Bronx vs Cows Grand Final 2025. One can only hope, mates. One can only hope. And when there's a show. All good, mate. All good. Good high kick in the air here. And on the 10 now it's collected. Reece Walsh to rush forward here. And Reece Walsh held down now. By the way, evening, Wills. Great to have you here, mate. On Sunday, I'm going to watch Storm vs Eels. Yeah, I'm doing the same, George. I'm going to be there in the para section, cheering my team loud and proud right at the front. But let's do it, mate. Let's do it. I highly doubt we're going to win by 18, but I'd appreciate it, man. Hopefully we do. Apologies if you see any shakes. My desk is actually missing a wheel, and I am instinctively leaning on my desk, so shakes are happening occasionally. Brisbane Broncos get themselves to the halfway line here. It's actually fourth tackle for them. Broncos flipped around. Caught out there. Fifth tackle now. 38 metres gain. They'll kick it in the air over to the right edge here, and it'll end up in the hands of Daniel Tupou again. The 2 gets past the 2-0. And past the 2-0, he'll actually get about halfway past it and be held there. Can they get to the 3-0 here, where it ends up with Marky Mark? Marky Mark can get them to the 3-0. He gets held down, though. Couldn't quite get far enough, could he? Spinning around now. The Brisbane Broncos with solid defense now, keeping themselves together. Honestly, it was not the ideal start for the Roosters, but credit to them. They managed to keep the Broncos out with very uninteresting plays from the Broncos in that opening set. I don't think they expected to so soon have an opportunity right there. And like a bullet there, you would have thought he'd run through that storm and held on the halfway. Clearance in the air from Sandon Smith now, and it ends up on the 10 here. Who's Marky Mark? Marky Mark is Mark Nawadawaze or whatever. Most of us, including a lot of Roosters fans, just call him Marky Mark so that we don't offend because it's a crazy name. We'll learn it. We'll learn it. Just give him a year or two in the NRL. Over to the left now. It's a good pass there. Mariner will spin around to the ground here. He's playing in the number 3 jersey, I believe, for the Sydney Roosters. Mark Nawadawaze. Oh, get it now. All good, legend. I'm glad I could explain that to you. Now the Brisbane Broncos through on the right here. It was a good push there from Payne Haas, who's a pain in the ass for the Roosters right now. Kicks in the air now. And through there's a bit of space. There's a bit of a challenge there. And James Tedesco with a struggle will be tackled by Ben Hunt here. Ben Hunt covering the ball well. Over to Dom Young through the middle. Well, yeah, man. It's not so much just about being unable to pronounce his name. Marky Mark's just easier to say when you're doing a commentating style like mine where you have to talk so quickly. There's very little time to actually pause about with it unless it's like halftime. James Tedesco to Angus Crichton. Angus Crichton offloads over to Sandon Smith. Sandon Smith almost through. That's one advice I will give anyone streaming new. Sitting there and just staring at the camera isn't going to do too much for your audience. You got to be talking a little bit, interacting with them, make them feel welcome, because they are welcome. But still, speaking of welcome to Rugby League. Robert Toa through the line, and he'll offload over to Dom Young. Dom Young down the wing. Robert Toa and Dom Young with a brilliant connection. It was almost telepathic, and the Broncos have been opened up like a sandwich. Incredible stuff. The scissors have been pulled up. Absolutely brilliant. The young Rooster to the slightly less young Rooster. And it was up. I'm not going to brag too hard, but a Chatty Townsend pass. Chatty Daddy strikes again. Sydney Roosters for the Broncos 0 at Allianz Stadium. Welcome to your 2025 Rugby League. Dom Young bags the first one. Fending off the team like they were nothing. Might as well have been jelly. Might as well have been little toy soldiers the way that they blocked him there. And the Roosters crowd is going wild. The anticipation real. The Broncos in devastation at the moment. Keep you cool, though. It is early on here. What a line break from the rookie. I know, right, buddy? That was insane from the rookie. Crazy respect to him. To break through like that, that was something from nothing. You know what that was? That was borderline X Factor from Robert Toa. Borderline X Factor. Could we be seeing the Roosters' new X Factor in the backs there? Kick here from Sandon Smith, and he hits the post, unable to get what matters the most. 2 points. It will remain 4-0 here. The name of the centre is Robert Toa, legend, Toia. The kicker was Sandon Smith, number 6, and the try scorer was Dominic Young, baby. Best Dom in the comp right now. Mel with the Rooster sign. You little beauty, says Jason Reader. You little beauty, baby. George Allam says that was an amazing try for the Roosters in Rugby League. I know, right, George? It was absolutely amazing, that try. What a run. What a rush. What a grounding. No, says NRL NBA edits. I knew Robert Toa make his debut because they released Joey Money. Oh, yeah, mate. He was going to make his debut always, but, that was a terrific play that you wouldn't expect a young guy like him to make in his first game. 4-0 now. Roosters on the second tackle here will get past their own 20 here. Held by Jordan Ricky and Payne Haas. Mate, if anybody tells me you got to be tackled by Payne Haas and Jordan Ricky to get to a try line, I'm going, mate, see you later. I'm booking the first flight out of this country. I ain't dealing with that. Boys. Roosters now over to the right here. Chad Townsend will clear it in the air now. And through the middle, it'll go. It lands with Reece Walsh. Reece Walsh is not injured, legend. He's got the ball right now, man. Oh! Wake up, sunshine! Wake up! Beautiful tackle there from the Roosters. Walsh folded. Now a pass to the right here, and it's on second tackle. They're just going through the middle here. And the referee seemingly blowing his whistle here. Are we saying penalty? What's the call there from the refs getting in? Pretty boy smashed. Mate, he got smashed. He got flattened. He got dashed. He got spooned. He got stirred into a nice old bowl of that cake mix stuff. Now past the halfway line here. The Broncos on the first. held. Ricky, we go to the left now with Patrick Carey again here. Passing, lifting them all up. Gets by another 10 meters. They go here. Nice one, Andrew. Very nice one, eh? Isn't as bad when Latrell suplexed him. Mate, Trell's built different, though. That's the thing. Trell's built different, bruv. Or Suoliti. Mate, Suoliti's a dirty grub and he got sent off like he should have. Saying as a Queensland fan. I am happy because I had Dom Young in my Supercoach team. Great, man. He's doing good for you right now, isn't he? Who said Walsh was getting Daily M? Broncos fans. Now over to the right. Hunt. Kicks low. Bounces. Ends up with Tedesco. Good coverage from James Tedesco. And it's the simple stuff like that why he's such a solid fullback for the Roosters. And used to be for the West Tigers. Got to watch Sua flatten him live, mate. So did I. I got to watch Sua flatten Walsh live. And I enjoyed being part of the crowd. In fact, fun fact, in my section, I was the one that started the off chant. I didn't think they'd actually send him off, but I was like, off. And he actually went off. It was awesome. I got my new Queensland Maroons shirt yesterday. Awesome, Jason Reader. Good to hear, man. Always great when you get a new shirt, right? And what kind of kick was that from the Sydney Roosters? Chad Townsend. On his debut. The Roosters actually have a few players playing their first game in Roosters colours. Not Marky Mark. He made a cameo last year, I'm pretty sure. But Robert To'e, Chad Townsend. I think a few of their interchanges would be new players. And I've got a soft spot for Zach, even though he's not a debutant. Brisbane Broncos now on the first here. Almost by all of them. Was that Jordan Ricky there? Good momentum there. Gets it to the left here. Roosters holding on. Yes, Connor Watson. Get me those precious defense points. Get me those precious Supercoach defense points. Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I live for, legends. That's what I live for. Now the Broncos 40-meter line. 13 minutes in for those who do not know. We're 13 minutes into the game now here. Then through, oh my goodness, he's going Hetherington here, and he doesn't want to get up here. That would be a double movement, brother. Beautiful tackle there from the Roosters. And we have a man down, folks. Victor Radley is staying on the ground. Victor Radley, this is not a drill. Usually he's the one putting them on the ground, but this time he's flopped down himself. Watch it again here. Oh, head clash. Head clash with James Tedesco. He's the unlucky one in it. You hate to see it when both players are going for the same tackle and one knocks the other one out accidentally, pretty much. Victor Radley's the man down, Omar. Victor Radley. Number 12. Rough, mate. Absolutely rough hit to the face there. I feel bad for him, but that's also just how rugby league is, guys. You can't really do much about it. Head clashes, they're going to happen, especially when you're as motivated as they are. Radley, feel better. Hey, yeah, absolutely. If he doesn't get back up, wishing Victor Radley all the best in recovery there. Take all the time they need. One thing we do know in the modern game that we didn't know in the past is how serious head injuries can be. Shouldn't be out too long, even if he does end up out. I think precautionary, he should probably come off for a checkup on him because it was a head clash. It's damage to the brain. If I'm making the NRL stuff, I'm taking him off at least just to get the checkup going. Give one of the young guns. I know they got a young bench, but give one of the young benchies a chance. Ouch, says Mel. Oh, that's exactly what I think we were all thinking looking at that, Mel. Ouch. I think unless you experienced it, you don't fully know. But like skull to skull, I'm sure a lot of people would know. But like skull to skull, man, that hurts, okay? Especially when you're not expecting it. On the wrong angle in particular, it's not right, man. Anyways, we're going to get back onto it. Victor Radley is coming off the field, as I suggested, to get looked at here. Best move for him right now. He's pointing to his end being like, nah. Probably won't be back, but who knows? I've seen players surprise me before. Bradley, feel better soon. I love seeing how good of a channel we have in terms of community with people looking out for the players here with so much support in the chat there for Radley. And the Broncos with a kick, Roosters collect. Roosters now on the first tackle here. They go to the left, and this time Robert Tayo won't be able to squeeze his way through there. Oh, man. Come on, Robert. We know what you're capable of. He shouldn't be back. Agreed, Mel. Agreed. He shouldn't be back. He'll likely be gone for this game. Ouch, my head hurts because Radley's head does. I know, it does make your head hurt looking at it, doesn't it? Robert Tayo to score next. I hope he scores next, man. He's done wonders for the Supercoach with that one run. All right, Roosters now. Fifth tackle on their own 40. They kick it over and it lands on the Broncos' 20 here. For those watching at home that can't watch the game, on your TVs, imagine it's in front of you. Roosters would be attacking to the left of your screen. Broncos to the right here. On the 30 now. The Brisbane Broncos. Squeezing on forward here. The clock currently says NRL. That's right, legends. The time is officially NRL, according to Channel 9. If you've never heard of that time, what rock are you living under? I know NRL. There's Michael Maguire in the coaching box next to Trent Barrett. Through the middle now, and the Broncos held. Fourth tackle now. They've got two more left in the set. They'll go to the left here. It's a breakthrough. Jesse Harper's through the line. The Broncos will seal themselves an equaliser. Gavak Shabaski skis along through for a try down the slope. TRY, we have our first for the Broncos of the night. They ride along to an equaliser. 4-4 with a kick to come. And as quickly as it was predicted, it's fizzled out the prediction of Robert Tayo scoring next. Gavak Shabaski there with a beautiful try. The Brisbane Broncos make it 4-4. And from pretty much in front, you have to think that the Broncos are going to take the lead here. It doesn't show how many minutes we're in. It just says there are. Exactly, buddies, guys. That's what I'm joking about here. It just says NRL. The time is officially NRL, folks. Okay, doesn't matter what the actual time is anymore. We are watching NRL, therefore the time is NRL. Any other time it could be is irrelevant to us at this point in time, everyone. We do not care. Just looking at the left here, that was a beautiful try there from the Broncos. And I wouldn't say it was as good as the Sydney Roosters' one. The Sydney Roosters' one was so special looking, but it was still all right. It was pretty decent. And that will be a try for him in his first game for the Broncos since 2019. And his first try in general for Brizzy as well. He'll be proud of himself with that one. The 4 making it 4 on the board. Just relying on their kick taker now. Adam Reynolds, one of the rugby league legends, coming up here. He's 4th on the all-time point scorers list. Ready to add to his tally here. Adam Reynolds kicks it and scores it. Among the likes of club legends Jonathan Thurston, Cameron Smith, who is the all-time Cameron Smith, Andrew Johns, all these great kickers of the past. Jared Croker as well, even though people don't talk about it. Jared Croker was great as well. Too many legends have entered our game, but not many have left the presence that Adam Reynolds has in the game. He may not be loved by how he left the Bunnies, but he'll always be remembered for his talent. Good kick, 6-4. Here we go. We kick off again here. Broncos with the ball. Paddy Carrigan now. Running through on the left here, and he'll actually be pushed back a few meters, folks. On the ground he goes here. Back to those Friday night games, knowing you don't got to worry about school, can stay up, watch footy, and enjoy weekends. Oh, mate, too good, bro. Too good. Honestly, mate, to finally have the special rugby league like Friday games and all that back is just good. Pain ass. Breaking news here, folks, by the way. Victor Radley officially ruled out the game with a Category 1 head injury. I don't think anyone's shocked. We're all wishing Victor Radley a safe recovery. Now Patrick Carrigan. He won't be forced back there, though. Patrick Carrigan hit put down. Then over to the right here, and the Broncos will clear it in the air. Ends up on the left side for the Roosters here, and the Daniel Tupou. I'm not saying Daniel Tupou, I'm saying the Daniel Tupou collects and is held by the Brisbane Broncos there. Mariner with a good tackle. Sandon Smith now to Marky Mark. Goes to Dom Young here. And Dom Young, while trying to just go around them with a bit of X factor, will be held by Ben Hunt there. Ben Hunt is not silly. He was prepared for that. After having to play for the Dragons for so long, he's like, I'm not wasting my chance again at the Broncos. Tabasky keeps them back. The Chookies, remember, they can't fly, but they can flap their wings a little. Come on, mate. That's your old player. That's your old player. That's your old player, brah. Guffo kicking versus Tigers was better, mate. Kicking versus Tigers, dang right, mate. Guffo legendary. Ref 13 plus is Vicadax. Bold prediction. I like it, though, mate. Bold prediction indeed. Pretty boy looks like he's standing next to his mates, just teammates, just saying. Mate, I am, bro. We're legendary, all right? Legendary, that comment, legendary. Come on, mate, what's your old players? Wishing you all the best, Victor Radley, on your recovery. Good to see. Good to see everybody getting behind their sides in the chat. And we have a penalty for the Brisbane Broncos here. Ruck interference. What are you doing, Sydney Roosters? 18 minutes in so far, for those wondering. Clearance in the air over to the left here. Amazing try for the Brisbane Broncos. Indeed, George. I still preferred the Roosters' try, to be honest, looking at the excitement. But the Brisbane Broncos try was still decent. It was still fun. I liked it. It was a great way to take the lead. What fish, Jared Crocker, catch on the rocks, aka Crocs, dang right, mate. He's a great old catch. He was a brilliant catch for the Raiders. Adam Reynolds through. Kid steady. And held there. Just outside their own end on the 20 here, the Brisbane Broncos looking to give the Roosters trouble here in this set. God, they keep torching me in the corner. Channel 9 advertising, Storm and Para. Oh, man, don't get me before it's even begun. Don't. I'm not prepared for it, man. I'm not prepared for it. Broncos upload. Absolutely brilliant. Out of nowhere, the Broncos. Here come the Broncos, the best we've ever seen. The Broncos, the Brisbane team. Hey! And it was none other than Corey Pakes, previously linked with a move away from the Brisbane Broncos, potentially to a New South Wales team. He rolls on over off of what was a hilarious dummy. Then to Payne Haas, who offloads back to him. Telepathic, everyone. Telepathic. The Brisbane Broncos with the flatline play. But number 9, he doesn't get too many tries, but when he does, it's a special moment. And that is just that, folks. Who needs a fully working desk when you got Corey Pakes tries? And that is his first appearance for Broncos since round 27, 2023 as well. Huge moment for the lad. Try time. Try time, baby. I want to add something to the poll. Both teams are shit, and I am here just to watch how bad they can play. Love it, Andrew. Love it. All right. At least it's a reason. I'll give you that. Wow, that offload, says William Hunt. I know, that offload, mate. Payne Haas was too ready for it. Was way too ready for it, man. My top 4 prediction, TJC. 1, Panthers. 2, Storm. 3, Broncos. 4, Sharks. That's not an awful prediction, legend, though I think people are over-talking the Broncos a little bit. I want to add something. Yeah, we saw that. Andrew, repeating yourself here, aren't you, brah? Aren't you, brah? I don't think I'm ever gonna hear the end of this Muppet ever. 66 votes on the poll so far. 67% of you going Broncos, 27% going Roosters. The Roosters will feel highly unlucky after what was a great start by them. They unfortunately weren't able to maintain it, though, and the Broncos are currently cruising along at the moment. It's up to the Roosters to not fold and bounce back soon. Broncos get themselves onto the second tackle here. Good one from Angus Crichton and Connor Watson there. Former Newcastle Knight and former South Sydney Rabbitoh there between them. Reece Walsh, expect to brew the line. They're cutting the brew. Knight butter. They don't need anyone. Walsh Jarvis and oh no, Reece Walsh. He got too excited there. And Walsh ruins it. It's Roosters' ball here. Walsh has flopped it after messing up in his head. Guys, that's all it takes. A second of questioning yourself. And now the Roosters will get a penalty for being offside, for the Broncos being offside. What on earth? Walsh, you should have done it. Oh, you should have just kept it, man. I'm going to be honest. As much as a pass would have been cool, either kick it or keep it, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Reece. But anyways, I don't know why it said twice, but anyways, that's all good. That's all good, Andrew. It just wanted me to see it twice because it was so good, you know? It was so nice, I had to see it twice. Samuel Matthews says, what? What the what? That's my reaction to half the tries in rugby league, Samuel. Yep, Reece Walsh. It should be a knock-on from Teddy. From Teddy Bear. Probably should be, man, but that's not what they're going to call because the referees love to only look at technicalities when it comes to tries and not the actual regular play. Who would have expected it? The Roosters decide that they want to play in the NBA instead of here. And they will bounce the ball like a basketball during the play of the ball, and it will be Broncos' ball here. Silly old Roosters there, folks. Unfortunate for Blake Steep. Now Reece Walsh. Flops on his back here. Walsh should have dummy passed on Bear instead of, because that was clearly a try. I agreed, Vikinax. Agreed. I think we were all also just in shock that Walsh didn't make the most of that, knowing how he is. Pakes now. And it's 6 again for the Broncos here on the halfway line here. The Roosters are going to have to lift their game soon. Because so far, they're just relying on Broncos' mistakes. And Broncos haven't really left many after that first line break from the Roosters. Payne asks now. Through the middle now. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Would be highly appreciated and helps you keep up to date with the content ahead. Good kick there from the Broncos. The Roosters chasing, and Dom Young and James Tedesco will get there before any Brisbane Broncos could make the most of it there. Out of play it goes. Time for a goal line dropout here. And Ben Hunt. He's been great today. It's the little things, but he's been great today. That's how he is. Not popular with the Broncos, is he? Not the Broncos. He's not popular with the Warriors support. ESS says, Tigers, hey. Wait for your turn, legend. Wait for your turn with the Tigers. They're not today, aren't they? Are they tomorrow? Are the Tigers a game tomorrow? Yes, they're tomorrow. Wait for your turn on your stream. That's tomorrow, SS. Hope you're enjoying, though, anyways, man. Second tackle now. On the 10-meter here. The Brisbane Broncos pass to the left. Kobe Hetherington running through. Yeah, Hunt's vision is 20 out of 20 tonight and no droppy yet. Exactly. It's the vision he's had. Speaking of vision, what vision for that pass? We have a try here for the Broncos. Second rower. Say it with me, folks. It is the former North Queensland Cowboy, Jack Gozowski. We don't try. 16-4. And Broncos are obliterating the Roosters at the moment. Terrific stuff. Chookies, they can't fly, but they can flap. And the Broncos are taking full advantage to stomp all over them. Hope Pakes is having a good time. Well, he's got a try already, Samuel, so I think he would be. Great try, Broncos. It was a terrific try from the Broncos. Deary me, says Mel. Deary me indeed. A good start could be bad. It could be, yes, a storm fan. Could be long-term for them. Though I'm sure that's not how the Broncos are going to see it. Roosters getting smashed. Yes, they are, man. This is the kind of thing that I don't want to happen when Paraplay Storm. This is the kind of thing I'm going, no, please don't do this to me, right? You can't do this to me after all I've done for you. I won't allow it. I won't. I refuse. Not good enough, folks. Not good enough indeed. Adam Reynolds from in front here. And was anybody questioning it? It is 18-0 now to the Brisbane Broncos here. The Brizzy fans will be excited by this one here. They are lifting up now at the stands. Eugene says in the chat, go Broncos. Hello, Eugene. Welcome to the stream, mate. Good to have you here. Best of luck to the Broncos so far, man. They're doing brilliant. Good on you, I say. Good on you, I say, to every Broncos fan right now. And Roosters fans, tough luck at the moment. Not exactly what you needed, but there's still more to come in this game, all right? That's how I'd see it, all right? Even if Para's like this, I'm still going to be cheering them loud and proud. So I expect the Roosters to do the same. Later, I just got super coach points from that Brisbane Broncos player that scored. Cool, Krishan. He was a pretty popular one. A good old cheapie there, Jack Bisweski. Now, over to the right here. It is Kobe Hetherington rushing in now, and Hetherington will be held. We then go over to the left here. Shabaski scored the first try for the Broncos here. Shout out to the 3 Brisbane Broncos who are in the top 3 here. Payne Haas with 82 run meters. Patrick Carrigan with 100, tied with Reece Walsh at the top with 100 here so far in this game. Be right back. All good, Mel Legend. Now just spinning around here. Payne Haas acting like he's a fullback there. Around offloads. And it's collected by the Broncos center there, and he'll be held. Clearance in the air from Reynolds now in the 5th tackle. 55 meters gained. It's low over, and James Tedesco will end up with it here. The former West Tiger through the line there, and good hit from the Broncos there. Arguable contact with the chin. However, we carry on here. Roosters now over to the 20 then. Patrick Carrigan getting off him here. Let's go. Bronx 13 plus, says Agoro here. It's working well for you, isn't it? Now Mark Nuinuaze there. We get to Crichton. Crichton held here. Thanks, says Eugene. All good. All good, man. All good, I say. It's in Sydney. Bruh. Located in Parramatta. Imagine the crowd goes, every time Ben Hunt receives a kick. Mate, we'll do that on this stream if you want. 5th tackle now. Chad Townsend hits it in the air. It's a short one. Roosters all around. They can't find the ball here, but it ends up with Patrick Carrigan there. They were all over the place. Who's that number 17? Because he had no idea what he was doing there. That was awkward. Celeste Fiketti, as if he was ever going to know what was going on. He was looking about like a chook with his head cut off. Ironically, he also is playing for the Chooks today. I sound that in my head, though, man. I think we all got that in our head right now that I've said it. Roosters holding back the Broncos here, keeping them off. We go over to the left now. Through the line here and over to the halfway. It'll be held here. The Brisbane Broncos keeping their attack together. 4th tackle. They're actually going to chip low here. And over to the 20 it goes. It is out of play there. Yeah, out for 6 weeks. Yeah, Mitchell Moses is out for 6 weeks, Samuel. Unfortunate for the Parramatta Eagles, but I also have very high confidence in Roland Volkman, who was extremely decent during the preseason, has shown potential in the past during actual NRL. And also, not just him, but we've also got that Dean Hawkins and stuff as well. Don't like take it the wrong way what I'm saying when I say that, yes, Mitchell Moses makes us the different team that we can be. However, one thing Riles has really prioritized is depth. And that's one thing the whole squad can agree on. Parramatta has more depth than they have in a very long time, Legend. And I'm very confident that despite losing Moses, that we can hopefully at least get a result at some point, man. At some point. Hopefully it's by beating the Storm. Either way, I think we're a better team than we were last year. JG says, Legend, how are we? We're pretty dang good, mate. How you doing, JGs? Welcome to the stream, mate. Krishan says, Legend on the NRL what says that Mitchell Moses should be back by round 7. Yes, he should be back by round 7, mate. Should be back. We don't want to rush him back and lose him for the rest of the season. That's the thing. Marky Mark gets it to Daniel Tupou here. Daniel Tupou now down the left here, and Daniel Tupou held. I'm sure it's a fasting Ramadan month for Haas. He would only be allowed to drink/eat after sunset. And yet he's doing what he's doing, mate, on the field. Terrific stuff from Payne Haas, right, in this game so far. Broncos captain is he's yours, bro. He's yours. Nobody take him off him. Nobody take the Broncos captain off of Eugene. I wouldn't dare myself personally, guys, all right? Eugene, he's all yours. All yours, bruh. All yours, man. I won't take him off, Jans. In fact, you know what? You want him? We'll message him. We'll be like, yeah, bro. Hey, bro, you're Eugene's, okay? In fact, you're ready to move because you're stuck with him now. So he got drinking some food before the game. I mean, some players, it's a little bit, their job literally sometimes requires them to do stuff. 7:30 in Queensland, 8 p.m. here in Canberra. It's 8:38 p.m. right now at this exact second for me. Over to Reece Walsh here. Third tackle, folks. We have about 8 minutes to go. 32 minutes in. Corey Pakes, he got a try before. Does he want a double soon? Gets it to Carrigan. Patrick Carrigan now. Around he goes. Spins and held. Tyler, Parramatta Eels will beat Storm round 1's winning streak. Mate, I hope so, bruh. I hope so, okay? Because to me, backing my team has got nothing to do with what my brain says. And almost Muriel. So many Broncos chasers. And James Tedesco. Put a cape on that man. He saves the day. He seems highly unhappy right now, though, with the Sydney Roosters. Not good enough, he believes. The fact that he was the last man there. Go the Brisbane captain, says Eugene. Yes. Go Adam Reynolds, folks. Go Adam Reynolds. Oh, well, it's 7:40 p.m. here in PNG. Nice. You're in PNG, Samuel. Good to see people come in from all about. Shout out to all the PNG viewers. I seem to be saying that every stream, but it's really appreciated. Shout out to all of them. 7:40 p.m. Yeah, it seems like about a roughly hour difference, right? Roughly hour difference. Tedesco go to Para. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but I also think he's a bit much money for us, to be honest, mate. And I also don't think he'd ever want to become to Para. Not very Parramatta as a player. Watson. And the Roosters, what is that? Watson! Let go of your keys and hand him to someone else. What on earth was that? What the what? Dude, what the what? Ridiculous. Here we go. That was terrible. It was Watson over to his forward, who then got it to Sandon, and Sandon, they just did not work well together there. They are cooked. Full strength side, perhaps this play. Yes, you are. Just take the points and piss off. We are cooked. Look, man, I'm not saying that we're not losing the game, all right, man? I'm not saying that we're not losing the game, but I just want to say to Para fans who are like, oh, we're going to get smashed, we're done for, yada, yada, yada. It wouldn't hurt us to be positive for our team, all right? Because that plays just as much of a factor in my eyes as how the players perform, all right? The more that we show them support, the more that they're gonna have an attachment to the support that they're playing for in the crowd. To me, what a fan is about is through good and bad backing them. And to me, it feels like even if, yes, I know Storm should win, doesn't mean that we should be saying, oh, we're going to get smashed, yada, yada. We should back our side, in my opinion. And what on earth's happened here? Penalty for the Brisbane Broncos, folks. It's official. Broncos penalty. I repeat, Broncos penalty. Penalty alert, Brisbane Broncos. Penalty alert, Brisbane Broncos. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Brisbane Broncos from right at front. Eugene says, I'm from PNG. Love watching NRL games. Lucky tips. Lucky tips indeed, mate. And yeah, I am aware it's a very popular game over there, ain't it? Good on yous, I say, for going through the effort of finding a stream like this to hear about it and all that. Now the Brisbane Broncos. Looks like they're probably going to take the 2 from the looks of it, actually, there. And I don't blame them. Make it 20, right? Make it a solid 20-4 here. And it will be about 4 minutes to go. Not bad. Michael Maguire and Trent Barrett there. I don't know the other assistant. No, I'm not going to pretend I know every single team's assistant and main guy and all that. I think I see my boy Hainsey in the crowd too. From the side there. Adam Reynolds. 3 out of 3. He's got 100% today. 82% career kicking rate. Adam Reynolds seals it. 20-4 here. A year to forget for Para. 24. But not a scoreline to forget. This is terrific so far. The Broncos, imagine if we get a 50. Probably not. Probably not, but still. Imagine getting a 50 in this one. Liam Pritchard says, Tigers fans can't wait to see Jerome Luai play tomorrow night. I can't wait either, man. It should be a good stream, the Newcastle Knights and the West Tigers, mate. Should be a good stream. If you're finding this stream good, folks, remember to share around and hit that like button. Of course, sub is also an option, but that's the extreme. Kick it in the air now, the Sydney Roosters. And over to the right it goes here. Collected by Ben Hunt here. Ayo, 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 Ben Hunt. We then go to the 10 here. Past the 10 they go. Held the Brisbane Broncos. Then to the right here. It's a good run there. Jackie Zaleski held. Try before halftime could be better, Broncos. Would be good, wouldn't it be, Samuel Hughes? A bit of excitement, right? A try before halftime. Let's see it happen, folks. All right, make it happen. Going around here, Broncos. Pat asked with frustration on the side here. We go to Walsh. Walsh clears in the air over to the left here. James Tedesco. It's bouncing. It's gone on the 10-meter line here. Trying to go around here and held now. Got Shabaski keeping him back here. We then pass to Dom Young now. Dom Young looking around here, and Dom Young kept back pace. Sandon Smith gets it off to Tupou here. Daniel Tupou. Tippy toes, mate. Tippy toe Tupou, we're going to call him here. Tippy toe Tupou held. We then go to James Tedesco. James Tedesco then around here looks for the Marky Mark there. Marky Mark held. Chatty Daddy there. Chatty Daddy through over to the 40 here, and they're going to be held. I don't think they should have taken the 2. They were already up by 14. Oh, look, when it comes to ambition, absolutely they shouldn't have, bro. But also, Sydney Roosters back to Broncos. Roosters, it was hit backwards. It should be a full set again for them. James Tedesco through. James Tedesco held right in front of the 10. Mate, it was just to make it 20 points. It wasn't really anything serious. I think that they just weren't looking for the try. They saw that they were up by enough and just went, let's seal it with the 20. We'll be entering the final minute of this half in a moment here. 20 meters away from the Broncos try line. And it's 6 again for the Roosters here. Surely you think they're going to score here. Roosters over to the left. Sandon Smith pushes them off. Around he goes. Sandon Smith held. From in front here, just 10 away. Chatty Daddy backwards now. Spinning around here. It's a lot of young Roosters here today from the bench. It's a rebuild time for the Sydney Roosters there. Now James Tedesco kicks low. Dom Young chasing and hit out a play by Jesse Arthurs here with 30 seconds to go. How many minutes remaining? We got 20 seconds right now, Samuel, as I'm reading that. That's a stop answer, so a team don't score twice. True. They have to though, because when they are up by 6, they normally take the 2 to make it 8-0. Exactly, they're just odding out the scoreline to make it awkward for the Brizzies. Hey guys, how we going? By the way, we're going pretty good, mate. How you going, Big J Footy? Welcome to the stream, mate. Good to see you here, mate. Hope you're enjoying your rugby league life gameplay. I'm sure you're very excited about the new game that's been announced by Andrew Abdo. Rugby league, probably not live 5. Anyways, here we go. That is halftime here at Allianz Stadium. It's the TJC Sports Halftime Show with your host, TJC Sports. Hello, legends. How are we all doing today? Exciting stuff all about here. The Brisbane Broncos simply too good in that first half for the Roosters to contain. It was a positive start from the Roosters when they took that first try to put themselves in the lead 4-0. And then the Broncos just simply went flying after that with a dominant display, putting it to 20 here. Just too good for them right now in this one. The Brisbane Broncos. And also a solid return from Ben Hunt, folks. He looked okay, but he looked not that incredible during the preseason. But this game, he's been very solid for the Brisbane Broncos here. I think him and Reynolds, despite being on the older side as a halves pairing, you know, they're proven. They're proven in what they can do, and you have no problems having them in your team. Like, I think that's one thing really damning about the two teams here. Look at the spines. You know, Reece Walsh and Tedesco, make your argument on it. But then you've got Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds versus Chad Townsend and Sandon Smith. I'm sorry, but we know who deep down wins that. And then Pakes and Watson. Look, Watson's a great 9, but also Pakes is better than like what his game time shows. And looking at that with those two spines, I've got to lean towards the Broncos looking at it there on that team list. Hence, partially outside of just preseason, why I voted for them. Nard says Roosters looks like specials after the first 2 minutes, but Bronx hung in there with the Queensland spirit and new coach ethos. Exactly, mate. Nothing can compare to that Queensland spirit, eh? SS Stormfan says Kevy Walters in the Fox League box. Kevy. You feel for him a little, don't you, with the Broncos? I still think that it was really harsh to kick out the Kevy. To me, Kevy was nothing but a scapegoat for the Broncos with their poor season last year. Do I think they're upgrading with Madge? Yes. However, I do think it was a bit harsh on Kevy. How are the Roosters going with the defense and halves pairing? Look, I'll just say it hasn't been anything special, man. I'm sorry, Samuel. Hasn't been very special when it comes to their defense this game. 20-4, you can't be saying that the first half was good defensively. The halves, while I don't think it's the worst halves pairing I've ever seen, it's certainly not living up to the level of Adam Reynolds and Ben Hunt. Yeah, Adam Reynolds and Ben Hunt are another level. That's like two absolute stars, you know. Chad Townsend in his own right, in his best, was a star. And Sandon Smith is a very solid player, but they also just don't have they don't have the bench, and they don't have that same kind of thing. You know, Robert To'e and Marky Mark still need time, I think, to get into the rhythm of what their best will be for the Sydney Roosters. So their centres are already not at their best by that point. Daniel Tupou might be playing his last season for the Roosters. You know, James Tedesco's no spring chicken. He's a chicken, but he ain't no spring chicken. Chad Townsend's past his days at the Sharks. They're missing their lock. You know, it's just unfortunate for them, really. Not too much you can do about it right now. You know, I was really impressed when they opened up with the Dom Young try in the 6th minute, by the way. The team really clicked together for that, and you got a feeling that maybe the Roosters could surprise us. But then, unfortunately, from there, they just turned into what we expected, and we got a try from Chabaski, Corey Banks, and Jack Gozowski. Such unfortunate stuff all around. Current thoughts on this game right now. Broncos, I wouldn't even say Broncos are playing brilliantly. I'd say that they just are showing that they're the better team right now. Beep, beep. In the chat says, long time brothers, go the Paragons, mate. I got you. Don't worry, I got you, bro. Oh, long live the Paragons. Go the Paragons, baby, mate. Let's go. Bro, long time no see indeed, man. I hope you're doing all right. My bad. Oh, no, man. No, not you bad at all. You were just asking how they were going, man. Anyway, Broncos on fire tonight in Sydney. Yes, they are, mate. Yes, they are. The Broncos have been ridiculous. How good is the Bronx hooker going? Unreal for me. Oh, Corey Pakes has been crazy today. Corey Pakes is doing good for the Broncos, which is funny because he could never break into the team past Billy Walters when Kevy was coaching, which was always a bit of a surprise to me because Pakes I always thought was a little bit better of a player. And I think it suits Billy better being the 14 anyways. You know, that's another unfortunate thing, though. However you look at the benches, the Broncos simply just have way more experience. You know, they've got some grand finalists in that side, you know, and in their 18th man's arguably better considering he's possibly going to be Cowboys' and starting night in the future. At this point in time, Madge is beating out Trent Robinson in this one. Jerome Luai versus former teammate Nathan Cleary. Mate, that's going to be a match made in heaven when that comes about. When do the Panthers play the Tigers, actually? That's a good question. Anybody got word on when Panthers and Tigers play each other? Because I think that's going to be a really special game when that comes about here. It's probably going to be a bit later, right, in the rounds ahead here. I'm actually taking a look at what round it would be here. It's not round 10. It's not round it's not round 10 yet. Not round 10. Not going to be there. Can't find it, man. Are the Panthers just not going to play the Tigers, man? Come on, brah. Come on, brah. We need to see this. There we go. Round 14, folks. Round 14, Tigers, Panthers. That's going to be a special one when that comes about. Don't be surprised if we see a bit of grudges in that. Paragons versus NRL for the grand final. I like it, beat. Bold prediction, but a brilliant prediction nonetheless here. Roosters have the flex and seem stronger, but lack something when push comes to shove at the end of the day. Probably couldn't have put it better myself, man. There's just something about them where they just lack the end product of it. It's not that they have nothing. They're lacking the factor of it, you know. They're lacking that spark that a lot have. I thought it would be closer. I thought it would be 1-12 personally, man, in the actual season, but Broncos just too good at the moment. It could still change in the second half, man. Don't forget that. The second half could easily be a different story. I don't think it will be, but it could easily be a different story. I have no doubt about that it could change here. 85 votes on the poll at halftime here. 29% of you Roosters, 64% Broncos there. Just here to enjoy the stream at 6% and 1% went with a draw here. To that 1% that voted a draw, you are a very, very unlucky individual, aren't you? You're the only one. You'd have to be like the only one that voted it, right? For it to be on 1%, you'd have to be your singular self. Also, appreciate the ones just here for the stream. 64% is mad. Okay, that's dominant. I think we got a 90% one time on the channel once when it came to the poll. Like, everyone just voted for that team like no tomorrow. I think it was like a PNG game, actually. Shout out to PNG viewers again. I'm pretty sure it was like a PNG game where just the PNG viewers just voted for PNG like non-stop. It was mad. I think that was one of the ones where we got like over 6K views and all that. How good was Paid Ass? Mate, Paid Ass was another level, bruh. Paid Ass another level, mate. Ridiculous, bro. Not too long till we get back with the second half, folks. It'll be up right after a Channel 9 break here. I hope you're actually all, like, I know that I say it all the time, but I genuinely hope you're all having a great night so far here. I'm definitely enjoying this stream. Didn't know how I'd feel, man. Been an interesting few weeks, but I've overall felt very solid with this game. Live streaming it, reacting with the audience here, and all that. Felt pretty good. Adds a different kind of perspective that you wouldn't normally feel or get sometimes when you're just watching the games casually. I feel like it adds something to those people who want to watch with someone but have no one to watch with also as well. Like a bit of fun, right? Gives you some more to look forward to here. Get off my screen. I don't want VB, mate. I'm good. I don't need VB, bruh. So, yeah, if I was going to shout out some players, like I'd say in the forwards department, Payne Arse needs some shouting out. He has been terrific for the Brizzy boys there. No, don't open Instagram. Open the NRL app here so I can look at the lineups, you silly boy. Don't worry. We'll be adding stuff to the streams throughout the year. I'm certain of it. And hopefully we'll be getting monetized again. Yeah, confident on that. Robert To'e. I do want to shout out Robert To'e. Despite how the Roosters have been doing, I do want to shout him out because to do what he did with that first try, the boldness, look, there was a little bit of luck to it, but like the confidence he had to push on through a round like that, great stuff from a youngster. Absolutely great stuff. Robert To'e gives me excitement for the future of the Roosters potentially in the halves. And when Marky Mark finds his feet, he's going to be special too with them. I thought Izzy Leota made an impact when he came on. Oh, yes. Izzy Leota. Is he Broncos or is he a difference here? Well, Izzy Leota. What are we talking about with that? I can't find an Izzy on the lineups. Dolphins. Broncos. Okay. Brendan Pickora, Willison, Xavier Willison, Corey Jensen, Billy Walters. Yeah, I don't see an Izzy. Izzy Leota. Yeah, I don't see him on the NRL app. Interesting. Shout out to him, I guess, though. Dolphins' first time playing at CommBank Stadium tomorrow night. Yes. First time, and they're going to play at a good stadium. Bro, I wait so long for them to play at CommBank. They're playing South at CommBank before they play Para at CommBank. They hate us. They hate us, man. Dolphins, we're a good stadium, man. A good stadium. Come on. Got to be better, man. Got to be better. Better, bruv. Surely. Not cool. Lateral rap is running slow as well, bro. Yes, don't got an easy Leota in the NRL app, bruh, right now. They have listed him as center but playing in the pack. Listed him as center but he's playing in the pack. I see Gamat Shabaski and Dean Mariner there, bruv. Interesting. Jason Reeder says, I'm back in the Roosters all the way. Win, draw, or lose. It's going to be a tough season this year. Yes, it is, Jason Reeder, and they're going to need your support, legends. They're going to need your support. Bell says, please stay safe if you are impacted by the cyclone, legends. Yep, indeed. In fact, we'll actually, even though it doesn't necessarily benefit the channel, I think it's important to put it up there. Please stay safe if you are impacted by the cyclones, legends. There you go, up there. We're all thinking of you during this hard time right now. Can't be easy. Hope you all come back stronger after it comes through, if it hasn't yet for you. As the Stormfist says, my team got Super League South and Red Devils got smashed again. I'm so sorry to hear that, man, that your team got smashed again. Hopefully they bounce back in the future, right? Hopefully, mate. Not too much, though. Not too much. Not before Para. You've already got Storm doing well. You don't need your other team doing well. Anyways, it's time for the second half to get underway in a second here. So let's say goodbye to the halftime show. 43% possession in the first half to Roosters, 57 to Broncos. I think that represents how the game went in that second half pretty well there, especially 938 metres gained to Roosters is mere 663. Makes me absolutely great. So thinking of you, mate. We're thinking of USS and we're thinking of everyone who's dealing with the cyclone coming. Alfred! Curse you, Alfred! Curse you! Anyways, here we go. Second half underway. If you're enjoying, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We're so close to 4.71k here. Past the 10-meter line here. The Brisbane Broncos pushing on forward here and held back there is Jack Kozłowski here. We then go over to the right there, and it's Patrick Carrigan again here. Paddy Carrigan through. Paddy Carrigan held. Oh, you're part of it, unfortunately. Yes, you will be. That's why you have your blackout, mate. Through the middle now. Broncos. Pakes goes over to the left here. He tricked me. He tricked the camera. I thought he was going to the right there. Loves fooling with us, doesn't he? And the Brisbane Broncos held behind their halfway line here on fifth tackle to clear it now. And bad play. Bad play of the ball on fifth tackle. The last thing you want there. And the Brisbane Broncos will give the ball to the Sydney Roosters there past the halfway line. Clean loss from Reece Walsh. Moves like it could have had a touch, but got to have a better grip on that one, unfortunately, Walshy, old boy. And you got to hand it right over to the Sydney Roosters here. Reece Walsh failing to make it a white Walsh. Now we got Chatty Daddy. Playing it to Watson. Watson to the left now here. Marky Mark now. He's got 3 players on him. He offloads to Daniel Tupou now. Daniel Tupou now looking to get through here. And Daniel Tupou will be held here. We then go to Angus Crichton. Angus Crichton dummies. Angus Crichton is looking for the pass here, and Angus Crichton is held now. Connor Watson then over to the right here. It's a good pass from White. We go over to Short. It's a good short run. They're looking for the offload, but they can't quite find it here, unfortunately. But it was a good effort there from Taylor Lasalu. 25 out now. Sydney Roosters around here. Then we get to Sandon Smith. Sandon Smith over to Chatty Daddy. Chatty Daddy backwards. Gets it over to Wong here. And Wong now will be held. Wong going the wrong way. Watson to Sandon Smith. Sandon Smith to Watson. To Chad Townsend. Over to the left now. They're going. James Tedesco to Angus Crichton. Angus Crichton and on. No, Angus Crichton knocks the ball on here. And Reece Walsh will be covered by Marky Mark there. Hopefully Walsh will get all of his brain farts out of his system this game. You'd hope not, right? You don't want it against the actual solidly, highly expected teams to do well. Would you? You'd want it to change up, bruh. Now on the 20 here. We go through Willison here. Xavier Wilson now. Trying to get to the 30. Reece Walsh with the trainer right now. Reece Walsh may be feeling a bit of a knock from something. He is a bit of a sensitive puppet like that, isn't he? Pakes now to Reynolds. Adam Reynolds backwards to Jordan Recchi here, and he just knows where to go, doesn't he? Sydney Roosters now holding them back on the halfway line. Now at the fifth tackle here, the Roosters have covered them up well. Reynolds, oh my goodness, are they going to run it? It's a short kick from Broncos to Reynolds, who kicks it again. This is going to be a terrific try for the Broncos. How on earth have they scored that? Selwyn Cobo. That is unbelievable. That is one of the best tries I have seen in a long time in a round one game. The chip and chase, that was Langer style. That was a classic in the making there. That will go on the highlight reels for the year. Kick. It felt like we were playing soccer. 1, 2, 3, leaps with the cross for himself, and over he goes. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. The Sydney Roosters, what are you doing? Brisbane Broncos will get another. It's 24-4 with a kick to come. Goal line, hook and sinker there. Adam Reynolds Mariner, and Selwyn Cobbo, who could not be stoppoed. There was rumours his future at Broncos was bleak. How can it be bleak after something so special like that? And the crowd goes wild on the sideline now. Now that's what I call footy, says William. Agreed, mates. Agreed. That is what we call footy. Football at its best. Agreed, Mel. That was the classic style of football right there. Any kind of football you play, it was in that play right there. Adam Reynolds from the side. Dinks it in here. Too easy. 26-4. We've got a 22-point gap here right now. This is insane. Wow, legend. So excited. Of course, Neil Clarkson. Of course, you're excited, bro. The Broncos are just flying high. They're electrifying against the Roosters. Nobody going to stop them when the crowd roars. Them shout, hey, Broncos. Yeah. Broncos. Yeah, come on, Broncos to win. That's what they're like right now. For an away team, too, they're having way too much comfort with this as well. All right. Ends up with the Broncos here. Good run into the line here, and it's going to be a held down there from the Broncos here. Looking both ways. Pace goes over to the right here. Patrick Carrigan through the middle now. Patrick Carrigan, hell no, you. Mate, me excited? Yes, of course I'm excited, mate. That was an exciting try, bro. My words don't look so good now. Hey, it's all good, Mel. It's all good. My parrot didn't look so good either at one point. Come on, 30 bomb. 30 bomb, bruh. 30 bomb. 30 bomb's nothing on what this team could do right now. 5 minutes into the second half so far. And oh my God, Tedesco loses it. Tedesco loses the ball. And it goes to be a goal line dropouts. And also, Ben Hunt with a rough hit on him from Angus Crichton there just before on the kick. You got to take a look at that. Is that dangerous late contact? Nah, it's a rough hit. It's just a rough hit on Hunty, isn't it? Oh, could we see something here with Angus Crichton from the referee? This could be big in this game, folks. He calls him over. Nah, he'll just go and report, folks. Lucky days for the Roosters. They won't be a man down, even though they're a finger down. Ben Hunt here receives his team a penalty for the on report, right? It would be a penalty, surely, if you're putting him on report for it. Over that, you're just going to do goal and drop it. Yeah, no, they're going to go penalty. Here we go, on the 20 now. Running forward here. And held on the ground now. Deary me, Teddy, mate. Deary me indeed. Doesn't look like Ezra Mann will be getting the 6 jersey back. Adam plus Ben Hunter doing great. I know, right? It doesn't look like it right now, William. They're doing terrific as a partnership at the moment. There's talks, though, that Mann will go to 5'8" and Hunt will go to, like, the 9 spot. But then that would probably mean Billy Walters shifts out of the team, surely, right? Reynolds now. Around them. So Billy's going to have to fight for his spot too whenever he gets a shot. It's a low kick and a try for the Broncos potentially here again. I don't know about that one, but they're going to call it 30 bomb. It's on the board. It's on the board, legends. 30-4. And those travelling Roosters fans will be wishing they missed their flight. Adam Reynolds showing no sign of a kick and gets a try. And that will be a double for Selwyn, caught on the Cobbo. And he won't drop-o this one. The initial Bronco and Sydney Rooster missing the ball here. Cobbo had almost no one around to stop him there. Told you, this to offend. Yep, yes, you did, bro. We weren't denying a 30 bomb. We were also saying that we would like more than a 30 bomb. And Jason Reeder, highly unhappy with the team right now. Fair enough, man. It wouldn't be easy, would it? William Hunt's there with the oh my god face. Oh my god. To be fair, this is kind of ridiculous. This is honestly kind of ridiculous. The Brisbane Broncos are just walking on them like they're nothing. They're dominating them, all right? They're getting too submissive, the Roosters' defense. 2 tries, 6 runs, 34 metres gained. Selwyn Cobbo, a man off the target today. 2 tries to represent the 2 on his back. The star written across the back of his shirt as well. Adam Reynolds, 10 points today. In his career, 2,354. He hits it. He scores it. And just under 10 minutes into the second half, it'll be 32-4. And somebody wake me up now, because surely I must be dreaming with a scoreline like this right now. 11th career double as well. Luckily, Mariner did not tap it down. Luckily, indeed, as a Storm fan. Luckily. Good to see, actually. It was very lucky from the Broncos, though, because they were very clearly going for the ball, Mariner. And then they missed it completely. Lucky for them, Selwyn Cobbo's there to get it off. Good hit from the Broncos, and onto the 10 they go here. Passes backwards now to Jensen. Meet the Jensen. He's the greatest Bronco in history. From the town of something. I'd need to look it up on Wikipedia. Over to the right here. Patrick Carrigan now. Around. Here we go. Held. Carrigan. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds now to Walsh. Reece Walsh here. Reece Walsh. Offload. Jordan Ricky's away. Jordan Ricky's away. The Broncos keep going. To the 30 now. Ricky's just going to see how many meters he can get them here. Ricky, and they're held. 25 out now. 4th tackle here. The Brisbane Broncos now. It's going to end up being Patrick Carrigan just taking the tackle now, the Queenslander. No, he'll offload here to Pakes. Pakes to Wilson. Wilson for the line! And he couldn't quite get there in the end. Now on 5th tackle here. Pakes short. Over here, the Broncos looking to get through there, and the ball is lost there. The Broncos could not do it here. And that went out of his head pretty quickly, actually. Here we go now. The Sydney Roosters to play the ball. Restarted set here. First tackle now. Roosters through the line. Held. Zach Docker-Clay on the sideline looking to come onto the field. Here he comes. Zach Docker-Clay, the former the former North Sydney Bears captain. Now James Tedesco here. Just go through Docker-Clay. Immediate impact. He decides to run it here. He's got energy for days. 50% of the way through the set here on 3rd tackle. Here we go to 4th then. James Tedesco then looking to go around here. And former doggy. Yep. Yes. And former doggy, mate. And the Roosters here back around. Collected by Tedesco then. And James Tedesco then held out there. What on earth? They're saying Roosters error. And Tedesco's infuriated right now with it all. He can't believe it. He's arguing with the ref right now. He's not happy with this result at the moment, and he's going to captain's challenge it. And Adam Reynolds is saying, can't do that, sir. It's been a bit. How? Time up. And we're going to have captain's challenge now officially, legends. All right. Taking a look at it now. What's it challenging? Loose carry. It's a clear loose carry. I'm sorry, Teddy, but that's a very clear loose carry. And yeah, James Tedesco, unlucky for him. His challenge will be unacceptable here. Challenge unsuccessful. 51 meters gone by in this half. In this game so far. Not 51 and a half, mate. It's only 40 and a half. What am I talking about? 51 in the total game gone so far. James Tedesco. Good things take time. Just have to be patient. Mate, you're in a rebuild. Exactly. Bronx fans booking their grand final tickets. Brad, we beat the Storm. I'm booking my grand final tickets. Roosters will miss the top 8 this year. Looking more and more likely, isn't it? Good things take time, just like paradise. Mate, I'm a firm believer in good things take time. Congratulations to Paddy Carrigan so far. 193 metres gained. He is a machine. He is a machine, Patrick Carrigan, for the Broncos in that prop to lock kind of position for them. Broncos now to Ben Hunt. Benny Hunt now on the hunt for more points. Gets to Payne Haas. Payne Haas through here and onto the 5th tackle now here. Are they going to run it or are they just going to go for it? No, they're going to go for it. Kicks it in the air. Over to the right now. And, Broncos, they get it, but it doesn't go backwards here. And it ends up with the Sydney Roosters here. He tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it was only a knock on. He hit the ball. It went forward. Roosters win it. Doesn't even matter. Angus Crichton over to the left here. Gets past the 20 now. Zach Docker-Clay then to the right. James Tedesco. James Tedesco looking to put himself forward here. James Tedesco held back now. And then it's Zach Docker-Clay. Zach Docker-Clay to Sandon Smith. Sandon Smith then around here. And Daniel Tupou down the wing. He kicks the ball. It's bouncing, but Ben Hunt should clean this one up nicely. And shocker alert, he doesn't knock it on. Hunt there now, almost to the 10 and held out. Jesse Arthurs then through the middle here, and Jesse Arthurs will be held. Robert To'e. What an assist he did before when the Roosters went up 4-0 before it ended up being 4-32. Broncos. Over to the right here, and Connor Watson holds him back. Then to Payne Haas. We'll hit our final tackle now for the Brisbane Broncos here in this set. To the right. Clearing it in the end. No, they're actually going to run it. They're going to run it. They're going to run it through the center, down the wing. Looks for the offload now. It's hit backwards over to Billy Walters. Billy Walters offloads it to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt now. They're shifting down the left here. It's going to be a run. It's going to be a pass back. This could be a try for the ages. Unbelievable teamwork. And Ben Hunt has a try. Ben Hunt. No knock on there. The 6 makes it 4. This has got to be a 6-pointer coming up. Ben Hunt. That is unbelievable. That is a 10 out of 10 try. That makes me want to cry how special that was. That was unbelievable. What kind of magic was that? What sorcery? Who on what planet could do something like that? What are the Roosters' defense on? They weren't prepared for anything. And it opened up for Hunt. The defense breaking up like a taco after the first bite. Just too good from the Broncos here. So many offloads, and they're just clicking so good tonight, as William Hunt here says. So good. That Ben Hunt try makes me want to scream down the street how good that was. And the try is confirmed. This is why I love rugby league. That was so special, that try. Ben Hunt, folks. Not only is it big for him, but that play just worked out way too well. It's going to be 38 in a moment. And could we see the 50 bomb on the horizon? Wow, I wish I was able to watch it. I wish you were too, mate. They attacked down the right, middle, left. On 5th tackle, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was ridiculous here. And the Roosters were just blipped out of it here. I can't believe that. And Ben Hunt's so excited to have the try. They take the goal and they miss the goal. It'll remain 36 points here to 4 now. 32-point gap. This is ugly. Ugly. I'd be excited if I was a Bronx fan. I'd be too, man. That is unbelievable. 50 Bob says Mel. 50 Bob. None of us are Broncos fans. Well, actually, no, there are a decent few Broncos fans, but we aren't Broncos fans, man. But we can be excited by how brilliant that was. That was terrific. Hey, if you think that try was brilliant, legends, you know how to confirm it. You hit that like button and you subscribe. Now, hitting it in the air, folks. We kick off again here. Ben Hunt with the ball. Mate, I'm so happy for Hunt with that one. That was utterly ridiculous. Tyler, I think Broncos will be playing finals football this year. I like to wait a month before saying anything on any team, but honestly, they are looking scary. They are looking really scary right now as a side. Really, really scary. Broncos too good, says Jason Reader. They are, mate, they are. They're just simply too good for the Roosters to contain right now. Feels like every time the Broncos are going for a try, it's like and sub, but don't become a Bronx fan. They should live by that, Mel. That should be their motto right now. Don't be a Bronx fan, whatever you do. Oh, down the wing! Here they go! Here they go! Uploads! Reece Walsh! Past the 10! Walsh will fly on over! Walsh will fly! Reece Walsh! What is happening to the Roosters? Has somebody cut the Chooks' heads off? The crowd is screaming they want 50. Reece Walsh. The pretty boy. Whoop, whoop. The pretty boy goes whoop, whoop. Welcome back. Number one player, number one try, number one position. And it'll be confirmed here as well. What a line break down the left wing. Shout out to Jesse Arpers. That was beautiful. And then Reece Walsh had clear sailing to set sail across the sea and score. The Brisbane Broncos are just too good for anybody to stop them right now for the Roosters. Oh, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Chookies, right now. They're eating them for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. We still got a kick to come here. The Walsh fans are going mad on the sideline here. Adam Reynolds now to make it 42. He got that, right? Will the Broncos return to final? 69% apparently, according to the NRL 9 poll, are saying yes. 31% no. I'm sure they're Chookies fans right now, bruh. I'm sure they're Chookies fans right now, people. There is no way Reynolds missed that. There is no way. They are too good. Yes, they are. Kill the stream, says Mel. Kill it, bros. Kill the stream, mate. Kill the stream. It's done. This is ridiculous right now. 40-4. Cut it after he missed that. We want 50, says SS Stormfan. I'm not happy. Why would you be happy, Jason Reader? This is ridiculous. Why would you be happy, Jason Reader? This is ridiculous. You're right. I want the 50 bomb right now. I'm excited. I'm hyped. Okay, I'm over the moon right now. Almost an hour in, not quite, folks. 58 minutes. Second tackle here. The Sydney Roosters on the attack on the 20. Passes to the right. James Tedesco here. James Tedesco past the 20. James Tedesco spins around, gets held. Fun fact, Michael Maguire is underrated as Broncos coach. I mean, a lot of people really rate him as a strong fan, but yeah, look, fair enough, bro. Fair enough. I believe he's still considered one of the best coaches right now. All right, Docker Clay, over to the left here. Could we finally get a try for the Roosters? No. By the way, they got a 6 again. It's on the second tackle now. Roosters short. And finally, a try for the Sydney Roosters. Sandon Smith flies on over here. It'll be 40-8 now. Finally, the Roosters put some more points on the board here. And the Chookie support will be excited by that one here. Don't worry, Roosters fans. You only got 32 points to go. Only 32 to go with less than that in minutes. No problem whatsoever, right? You can totally do that. No questions asked, no trouble, right? We can just say poof, do it, and you'll do it, like out of nowhere, effortlessly, too easily even, right? Surely, guys, right? Surely you can. Sandon Smith from the side on the 20 meter to make it 6 points on the board. The first 6 points for the Roosters of not only the half, but of the game here. Crunchy fried chicken red rooster advertised on the screen here. That pretty much sums up what the Roosters have been tonight to the Broncos. Sandon Smith here takes the kick. And no, they can't even have a 6-pointer. They can't even have a 6-pointer. They can't even get a 6-pointer, gosh darn it. You can't even let them have a 6-pointer, man. What are you on right now? Ridiculous stuff. Like, I'm sorry, but this is getting to worse than what Para will. This is looking like worse than whatever Para will look like versus Storm. This is actually horrific from the Roosters against the Broncos. I do not care what kind of rebuild level you're in. Round 1, you do not lose like this. All right? Not good enough. I know it's only round 1. You can build from there. Don't panic too hard, but still not good enough. There has to be some harsh words to some of these players. I don't really care how good the Broncos are, and I'm not even a Roosters fan. At least my wires won't be last after this. Hey, that's a bright side, is it not, Mel? I'm sorry, Sandon. How did you miss that? Well, how did Reynolds miss his? To be fair, I mean, right in front, it's pretty easy. It's pretty, unfortunately, easy when you're not thinking too straight about it. He probably didn't care too much about it. I think some of the Roosters would have lost a bit of hope now. We've got 19 minutes to go in this game. Docker Clay over to the left here. Connor Watson gets it to Sandon Smith. Sandon Smith past the halfway line here. I don't want to talk about this one. Hey, you don't have to talk about this one, mate. The stream's here, but you don't have to talk about this one. I'm not going to blame you. Kicks it in the air here, and it ends up in the hands of Reece Walsh. Don't forget to share the stream around, legends. Everyone must know what's going on here. And hit that like button. Was only lost by 22. Party time. Hey, exactly. Only over 20 points. Whoop, whoop. Oh, Robert To'e barging through the ball here. Could he go over for an individual piece of brilliance? No, he will not. Robert To'e lifted up above the try line here. Couldn't quite get himself past the ball to go over here. Sorry about that, buddy. Not good either. And just too good right now. Mate, the Broncos, they just keep them out no matter what they do. No matter what they do, man, they're just too good for them. Nathan Cleary missed right in front last year against my boys at Blue Bay. Exactly. It's not impossible for the best teams to miss it, man. Anyways, I'm looking at this right now. Yeah, no, he's held up. He's very clearly held up there. But To'e is a freak. To'e is looking like a freak right now as a player, even though his team's not performing. I feel for him. Try pending, no try. That's a new no try side. There we got a new no try kind of board there. Jason Reese is not happy with this performance. Of course he wouldn't be, man. I don't think anyone should be happy with this performance. This performance is not good enough to your standards, right? Not good enough. Zach Docker Clay. We go over to the left here. Connor Watson now. Watson looking to squeeze on through here. And Connor Watson couldn't quite get on it. We then go to the right. Good from Sandon Smith to Chad Townsend. Chad Townsend to James Tedesco. James Tedesco down the wing here. Brisbane Broncos just keeping him out. Gets it to Chad Townsend. Chad Townsend over to Watson again. Just going to run through the line. Simple stuff here. Tippy toe runs. Boom, boom, boom. And then through Zach Docker Clay. Zach Docker Clay here. Looking to get his forwards involved. And the ref is going to tell them to step back a sec on fifth tackle here. It's going to be a penalty for the Roosters, which means full set on the 10 here. Passing it to Lindsay Collins for a tap and go. The ref is going to call him back again. Come on, ref. Just let us get on with it, man. Come on, referee. Sandon Smith. Down the left wing here. Marky Mark here now. And Marky Mark held. Sandon's just like, come on, sir. Come on, sir. What the heck, bruh? And the Brisbane Broncos holding them out. Seeing the Broncos defend just feels weird after how much they've been attacking in this game. It's a good pass. Celesi for Kati. For Kati now. Held on the 10. Broncos. Fierce. Ferocious. Horses. Tedesco to Robert To'e. Robert To'e around here, and Robert To'e just can't get to the try line. I think Robert To'e just wants to get himself a try at this point, folks. Zach Docker-Clay. Over to Sandon Smith here. And Chad Townsend there. Smashed by Payne Haas. And the referee's actually going to step in here. Not only was he smashed by Payne Haas, but it's actually a penalty here. Payne Haas, bro. You can't be smashing them that hard, mate. We have all been there, Jason. Onwards and upwards. Exactly. Onwards and upwards, right? I think I've streamed games where the team's been smashed and I've just been in silence about para. Connor Watson. Watson around here. Offloads to Zach Docker-Clay here. Zach Docker-Clay then around, and Docker-Clay goes to the ground. The Broncos getting up off them here. Watson just to the left. It's a good pass from Sandon Smith. Marky Mark. Lost. Forward, Xavier Willison now, and Willison will get over to nearly the 30 here before he's held down. Broncos for the counter attack on tackle 0 now. Selwyn Cobo fending them all off here. Nobody's tackling him here. He'll get them to about the 40 now. They're going to be held. Second tackle coming up now. Remember, it was tackle 0, so technically 2 tackles have gone by. Broncos. Tremendous pressure on the Roosters here. It's a dummy. They're looking for the run. Ben Hunt, if he squeezed through there, that would have been absolutely electric. Who bounced off Cobo just now? I don't know, man, but Cobo absolutely whacked him, didn't he? He was like, boing, boing. Billy Walters catches the Roosters off guard here and runs it onto the 30 now. 5th tackle here, the Brisbane Broncos. Last one in the set here. It's a short kick. And pushed into the end goal here, the Sydney Roosters. Could that be a penalty for the Roosters? It was a push off the ball, in my opinion, but no. They're going to say goal line dropout here. 15 minutes to go, folks. The Broncos wearing their collars proudly on their shirts. Clearing it in the air, the Sydney Roosters. And that's a really long goal line dropout there. It's going to get all the way to the halfway here. Wilson looks to push off James Tedesco here. And James Tedesco will just hold him out. We go to the left then. Payne Haas here. Payne Haas then. And Payne Haas. The Roosters have switched on for this defense. They're pushing them out well here. Taking their time getting off them as well. They don't want the 50 bomb round 1. I think that's one thing they've made very clear in this last 5-10 minutes. Billy Walters. Around they go here. 40-8. Remember, that's the score, folks, for those who can't look at the screen. Billy Walters to Payne Haas. Payne Haas. Fends 1. Fends 2. Fends 3. Oh, my God. How many is he going to fend? He passes to Walsh. Walsh. Here we go to the right now. Selwyn Cobo to the wing. And, is his foot out of play? Is his foot out of play here? Has Selwyn Cobo been taken out of play? The referee's going to say he hasn't been. That's huge. I thought he was out of play. Reynolds now. Kicks it in the air, over to the right. It's passed backwards. Billy Walters here. And Jesse Harper's down the wing. The Roosters will be furious. The Roosters will be furious. They'll be furious with that play. They were convinced his foot was on the line. I was convinced his foot was on the line. I was convinced. 44-8. Oh, that is so tight. He may actually be in field there, but that was so close. Oh, we know that stat, SS. We do know that stat. That's what we mean by 50 bomb. We'd rather 50 bomb. Reynolds. Samuel Murphy says try. Yeah, it is a try. God, if the Roosters concede 50 in their first game, and the And the controversy of the fact that he may have been out of play, Cobo. Jesse Arthurs. Unbelievable. And you know someone that's been caught out non-stop on their wing today? Dominic Young, who is a very notable player for the Roosters. He's been caught out a lot today. Broncos different team this year. They are, aren't they? They are a different team right now. Is it going to the bunker? That won't go to... Yeah, no, Appeals, it won't be going to the bunker. They're confirming that try. It was extremely tight. I looking at the replay, man, I think he was in field of play. But, mate, that's one of those things where I think you should have, like, literal zoom-in cameras on that crap. That was so tight, man. There is an argument from Roosters fans to be made that he was out, but like I personally think he was still in the green somewhat. But like, you know, any of that white line's touched and he's out. Reynolds takes the kick and scores the kick. 46. All it takes is another try and it's 50. Unbelievable game from the Broncos. Roosters, what on earth are you thinking right now? What on earth are you feeling? 12 minutes to go in this game right now. If a team concedes 50, for those who don't know, there's a bit of a thing that they can't win the premiership. Sydney Roosters clear it in the air over to the left now, and it'll be hit backwards from the Roosters and end up with the Broncos here. Collected by Billy Walters, and they're going to say it was a good take from Billy. On the halfway now, passing to the right. It's going to end up in the hands of Kozłowski, who will go around here and be held. Wow, it's going to be 50, says the Pills. Mate, I have a feeling too it's going to be 50. Jordan Ricky pushes forward here. Billy Walters. The Broncos are desperate. They want to make it 50. They want to make a statement here. Broncos through the line now. Sydney Roosters, Zach Docker-Clay and the youngsters keeping him out. And this kind of depth right now is the kind of depth where the Roosters kind of wish that they had David Fifita still joining the team. Would have helped them out a lot at this point in time. And it looks like the Broncos are getting a penalty here for Lindsay Collins' hit on Reece Walsh here. Don't take the kick. Let's tap and go, boys. Let's tap and go, Broncos. Let's make this interesting. Should we count how many Kiwis are in this Bronx team? Mel, we'll be here all day if we count every Kiwi in this Bronx team. Feel free to count yourself. Feel like we're pretty much counting not 80% of the team. Hunt, over to the left wing here. Held Shabaski. We go over to the middle here. Ben Hunt looks for the dummy. Offloads. Billy Walters. Walters never falters. To Reynolds. Adam Reynolds. For the line here, offloads now, gets it over, passes back to Paytas. Paytas now through the line, Paytas here, and Paytas offloads again here. They really aren't giving them any time to calm down. Shabaski now around here. Shabaski got the first try. How fitting would it be for him to get the last one at 50? Held, third tackle, 50% of the way through, exactly 10 minutes to go. Adam Reynolds to Walsh, through, here we go, Selwyn Como hat-trick! It's 50! It's 50! Oh my God, it's 50! The Roosters in round one off of a Como hat-trick have conceded 50 points. 5-0. 50. The bomb is on. And as soon as round one, the Roosters cannot win the comp. And the start to the Chooks' 2025 season could not get much worse than that. The Broncos are just bullying the Roosters right now. What the heck? The 50 bomb. I'm in shock. I'm in shock right now. And that 68% that have gone with the Broncos to win are not going to be changing anytime soon. I'll say that. Oh. Selwyn Commerce better the match. Dang right, mate. Someone comments had a good game. Roosters in round 1 concede 50 points. Yes, they do, mate. Well, this was a big turn of events. Compared to what we expected, definitely, man. Madge is doing right. Don't ever coach New South Wales again, thanks. Exactly. Never coach New South Wales again, please, Madge. Please. Please, just don't do it. The Broncos are first. Well, mate, unless things change and somebody absolutely smashes another team, highly doubt it's going to be... absolutely highly doubt it's going to be anything else, man. Broncos take the kick. And they missed the kick. Remains 50-8, folks. Yes. Wow, that's awesome, mate. I can't believe it, Samuel. I can't believe it. Yeah, please don't coach the Blues again, mate. We don't want it, Madge. We don't want you, Madge. Get out of here, Madge. Stay away from our states. Stay away, bro. Roosters season over after round 1. Oh, the Chookies are going to be broken about that. Jason Reader fuming. Oh my god, I'm speechless. I'm speechless by the Roosters' unfortunate performance today. They've been schooled, utterly schooled by the Brisbane Broncos. The Broncos fans are giving it to Roosters fans as expected, man. But you know what? Good on the Roosters fans that are still there, because a lot of fans aren't loyal enough to stick around. I tell you now, a lot of Broncos fans, a lot of fan bases aren't loyal enough to stick around. I'll tell you now, the amount of even though it probably won't happen, if Para beats Storm, the amount of fans that will leave before the halftime, not before halftime, before the 10 minutes left in the game, if we're winning, it will be insane, man, because that's just how it is. Some fan bases just don't stick around like others. Reynolds now kicks it in the air over to the right here and collected by James Tedesco in the goal line. Here we go. Shout out to those Roosters fans that are still there. Exactly, mate. Shout out to the Roosters fans. Roosters really struggling, mate. It's all just a wild goose chase with them. They're running all over the place. They don't have any direction right now. And up straight to the bin here. Straight to the bin. The Brisbane Broncos are... Is it the Broncos? A man down here, folks. In the bin he goes. The Broncos have lost a player in this game here, folks. Brendan Piakora is in the bin for the rest of this game. Roosters are a man up for the rest of it, which makes you think it's going to stay at 50 probably. And he's not really understanding why he was put in the bin here, but he's going to go off anyways. He understands there's no point arguing with how the game's gone for him. Brendan Piakora binned. Oh, this game just gets more and more interesting, doesn't it? It just gets more and more interesting. Yada yada da 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 yada yada da da da. Broncos are either brilliant or rubbish, in my opinion. Yes, Mel, they're one or the other, aren't they, when they play? They're one or the other, back and forth, topsy-turvy. Now Dom Young. They're on the 10-meter line here of the Broncos' side. Short and through. The Phil White will be held. Zach Docker-Clay. Chatty Daddy. Robert Toei. Over to Dom Young. We have another try on the board here for the Roosters. Consider it a consolation here. And they'll put 12 on the board here. The Sydney Roosters. There you go, TRY. Hard to get excited about Roosters tries right now with how they're doing. But 12-50 the scoreline now. Mel with the Chookies. Kiwi in the bin, says Mel. Kiwi in the bin, bruh. Kiwi in the bin. I repeat, we have a Kiwi in the bin. The Chookies, finally. Chatty, Robert Toei, Dom Young. I don't know if he got that, actually. I don't know if he's in play when he grounds that. I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. I don't know if you confirmed that try. I think you might go up to you might go up and look at that. I think that we may have a disallowed try. Sorry to Roosters. They've just been entirely outclassed by a better team, it looks like. The Brisbane Broncos just everything over the Roosters here. His brother's out, right? He's out. Exactly. Well, they're confirming the try, but I think he was out there. I think he was out. Deary me, they're giving it. They're giving it, but I'm sorry. I think he was out there personally, even looking at the thing. Sorry, he was out. They've given that. That's crazy. And finally, Sandon gets the kick, 14-50 now. Genuinely do not think that was... I don't think he was in for that, but yeah. I don't think he was in for that, man. Yeah, I just don't think he was. Don't think he was in for that, but they've given it a try, and there we go. It won't really impact the game. That's the thing. And we got 4.5 minutes to go before we are wrapped up with our only game today. We have 2 coming tomorrow for live stream reactions, and then we're done for the week with the streams, as TJC will be heading off to Melbourne on the Saturday, and then obviously on the Sunday he'll actually be vlogging, so won't really have the time. But we will return with the streams next week. And we'll also return with the prediction videos, hopefully, pretty dang soon. I'm just feeling all over the place, to be honest, guys. You know, got a lot of stuff behind the scenes I got to do and all that. We'll get to it again, though. I'm certain of it, because I do love doing those as well. Brisbane Broncos kick us off again here against the Roosters at Allianz Stadium here. Over to the right now. And it's collected by Daniel Tupou. Daniel Tupou now will pass it to the middle here now, where the Sydney Roosters will just be held out in it. Then through it again here. One forward I've seen a little bit of so far has been, where is he? Taylor Lasalu. Not too bad, Taylor. Now Connor Watson through the middle here. Looks for the pass. Connor Watson. He cannot find it here. Connor Watson held. Now Zach Docker-Clay over to the left here. Nafil White around and caught out. Zach Docker-Clay again here. 4th tackle here. Over to the left, James Tedesco. And Tedesco trips on the 4th here. It's going to be one more tackle left in the set. While the Roosters can no longer win it, they can try and put up an end goal fight. They are a man up after all. Brisbane Broncos now chasing it. Roosters backwards here. Ends up with Sandon Smith down the left wing here. And the Roosters will score again. It's a try for Daniel Tupou. 18 points to 50 here. It's a little bit too little. Oh, no! It'll be a penalty for the Broncos instead of a try. And they're not happy with it, the Roosters here. They're like, you're kidding me. In the censored terms here. Are they saying late contact on the kick? Well, what's the penalty for? What's the penalty for, bah? Confused what the penalty's for. Obstruction, Angus Crichton? Looked out to me. That try did look out to me as well. How did Sandon Smith don't get sack after the horrible neck of kicking in front? To be fair, his whole team hasn't performed, man. I wouldn't just blame Sandon. The SS North. I don't know if you remember, but Nick Meaney used to miss kicks for Bulldogs from right in front of the goal line. Now he's a solid kicker sometimes for the Storm, is he not? Players, unfortunately, Mitchell Moses has made the mistake of bad kicks in the past as well. Tyler, who is your man of the match, Broncos, tonight? I mean, Combo's got to be up at this conversation. Ben Hunt's got to be in the combo. He's been terrific. Payne Arce has been good. You can give it to a few here. Offload, Selwyn Cobbo. Through to Reece Walsh on the 20-metre line. Second tackle here. It's a long pass to Jesse Arthurs. Jesse Arthurs through the middle here, and Jesse Arthurs is held. Couldn't quite get there here. Corey Pakes then. Through to the right here, looking for it, and it ends up in the hands of the Roosters. And no, it ends up back in the hands of Reece Walsh here. The Roosters and the Broncos. Steal. Taylor Lasalu got it, and then he lost it to Reece Walsh immediately. Full set right in front here, Brisbane Broncos. Through the right here, Jordan Ricky now. Jordan Ricky held here. Don't forget to hit that like button, and some of you are new here. Over to the left. Short pass. Broncos almost through, but just not quite there. Ben Hunt now. Kicks it low. The Broncos do chase here, and Angus Crichton will ground the ball for a goal line dropout. We're in the final minutes of the game officially, everyone. William Hunt says Haas for him tonight is the man of the match. Payne-Haas is definitely a shout, man. We did say it before, definitely, bro. No doubt in my mind, Payne-Haas is worth a go. Too good from the Roosters from the Roosters defense. Broncos now. 20 seconds to go. Can they rub salt in the wounds here? 15 seconds to go. Harrington into the line here. Cobo for SS Storm fan is man of the match. Billy Walters, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Broncos have won it. 50-14. You heard that scoreline right. The Broncos have put 50 on the Roosters at Allianz to open up the Rugby League 2025 Australian season. The Sydney Roosters win a simply, for the most part, appalling display. They opened up a little more in the final 15, but only after going a man up. Not good enough from them. The Broncos, simply the best. Bosky says Broncos with a spoon. Congrats, Bronx, says Mel. Congrats to the Brisbane Broncos indeed. If you enjoyed the stream, legends, consider hitting that like button, subscribing if you're new. I will see you for 2 streams tomorrow to finish off our round 1 streaming. Thank you all for watching. See you then. Let's go. Congratulations, Brisbane Broncos. You've got 50. You've got 50.